Good morning, everybody. Time for Coffee with Bill. My mug today says, "Against all enemies, foreign and domestic." How appropriate. And I'm excited today. Work continues on the outlawschapel.com website. When the Bible is outlawed, I will be an outlaw. And you know, Christians have been considered outlaws by this sinful world since the days when Jesus walked this earth. And now that persecution is rising up against men and women of faith, we accept that the world considers us to be bigots, haters, outlaws. And so Outlaws Chapel is making a comeback where men and women of faith can stand without fear and speak bold truth right into the faces of the enemy. Gavin Newsom, one of the most corrupt and morally despicable governors in the country, appears to have won the California recall election. I do not believe it. I think the people of California voted to throw that rascal out, but the same corrupt voter fraud that we saw in the last elections took away the votes of the California people. The fraud was obvious from the beginning. Republicans who went to cast their vote were told that they had already voted. The Democrat Party has effectively taken away our votes, which means we are no longer living in a free country. And by taking away our votes, they have really left us with only one option to keep this country free, and it is the ugly option. Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer spoke out on why the Supreme Court refused to hear the emergency election fraud case when Trump brought it to them. Breyer said, quote, "It didn't meet the normal criteria." Don't tell me that the Trump legal team didn't know how to file a Supreme Court case. This was nothing but political cowardice by the highest court in the land. When the President of the United States brings an emergency case on an issue that threatens the very foundations of the Republic, the Supreme Court is honor-bound to drop everything and hear that case. But because of cowardice and political quackery of the Supreme Court, look where we are today. And Amy Coney Barrett is the biggest disappointment of all. I had such high hopes for her as a Supreme Court justice, but she stabbed us all in the back the first chance she got. And a few weeks later, she got $1 million book deal. James Dobson makes a good point. He says, "We will never regain control of America if we don't find out who ordered the military weapons to be left for the Taliban." This should be a simple task. The military commanders know exactly who gave those orders. Subpoena them if necessary, and then court-martial every single person who was involved in that with death penalty treason, aiding and abetting the enemy. You know, 50 years ago, the Rosenbergs were executed for passing nuclear secrets to the Russians. The dirty Democrats arming the Taliban is 1,000 times worse. Now, this springs from Obama. Remember when he purged the military of good generals? This is on Obama. His plans are coming to fruition. All right, here's a good one. Where is the Arizona audit? We were promised the release of those investigations some time ago. Where is Hunter Biden's laptop? Where's Jeffrey Epstein's records and videotapes? Where is the Durham report? How many times have the American people been promised that big things are coming, only to be let down time and time again? You know, this we expect from the Democrats because they are the party of scumbaggery. The big question is, why do the Republicans always forget about these issues as soon as they are no longer in the news? This is one reason why I am Constitution Party, because all I have to do is look at the Republican track record to see that they are working hand in hand with the Democrats to govern against the will of the American people and to cover up every criminal act that comes out of Washington, D.C. WorldNet Daily is reporting that a majority of Americans support the Texas heartbeat bill that puts a leash on bloodthirsty abortionists, effectively saving thousands of children per year. And the left, Democrats in particular, are enraged. Imagine being upset because babies will live. Demanding that children be killed and getting angry when they are protected puts you in league with the devil. And if you don't turn from that evil attitude, you will suffer the same fate. And if you're one of those people, I strongly suggest that you take stock of your spiritual condition, because Hebrews 9:27 is true. It says, "It is appointed for men to die once, but after this, the judgment." LAPD officers file a lawsuit against the city over the vaccine mandate. You know, the bumbling old man in the White House who thinks he's president has really crossed the line with his Soviet-style dictate that every citizen will bow down to his will and accept a needle full of chemicals whether we like it or not. Medical professionals are in full rebellion against submitting to the needle. These are dangerous times in the USA. If we lose our right to say no to government sticking a needle in our arms, we will lose everything. General Milley, one of Obama's guys, has betrayed this country in an outrageous way. Here's a bombshell letter from Senator Marco Rubio revealing that Milley, in a phone call to the Chinese Communist military commander, told him that if the USA decides to attack China, Milley will call him first so that it won't be a sneak attack. This was when Milley was serving under Trump and doing everything he could to undermine the president. Once again, this is outright treason. And Robert Smith posted this. He says, "You can pray all you want, but eventually David had to pick up a stone and act against Goliath." Is it time to pick up rocks, people? I think so. This is Wild Bill for America. This has been Coffee with Bill. Thanks for watching, and America bless God again.